Welcome back to the Dinar Exchange Hub, where we bring you breaking updates and crucial insights into the Iraqi dinar and global currency revaluation landscape. If you're holding dinar or closely following the developments from Baghdad, this is an update you absolutely cannot afford to miss. As of this morning, a new directive has emerged from the Central Bank of Iraq, sparking a wave of speculation and optimism across both domestic financial circles and the global dinar holding community. The CBI has just dropped a significant policy shift, one that could pave the way toward a higher dinar valuation, with many asking the pressing question. Could we really be looking at a $7 rate this week? Let's dive into the specifics. According to internal memos and high-level financial chatter coming out of Baghdad, the central bank has issued updated guidance concerning monetary policy instruments, foreign reserve deployment, and most notably, currency rate management. These changes are not just bureaucratic adjustments. They signal an aggressive pivot toward supporting a stronger dinar in line with Iraq's increasing economic activity, tightening monetary policy, and bolstered oil revenue forecasts. The new directive focuses on strategic foreign currency interventions and restrictions on parallel market currency flows, something the CBI has been attempting to control for over a year. Sources within the banking industry say this new framework empowers the CBI to regulate supply chains more tightly, close off illicit currency smuggling routes, and most critically, create a clearer, more transparent environment for exchange rate calibration. Over the past several months, the exchange rate between the dinar and the US dollar has been fluctuating amid inflation pressures and regional uncertainty. But this morning's news suggests a tightening grip on currency stabilization, which could open the door to a higher revaluation window. Several independent analysts tracking IMF meetings and World Bank indicators are reporting that this move is timed with the CBI's broader goal of integrating Iraq more fully into the global financial system. Iraq has made significant strides in repatriating assets, clearing debt backlogs, and shoring up gold and dollar reserves to levels not seen since the early 2000s. What we're witnessing now is the alignment of macroeconomic stability, policy readiness, and geopolitical support, all key ingredients for a major currency adjustment. So where does the $7 rate come into play? Financial insiders, particularly from currency trading desks and sovereign asset managers in Dubai and Europe, have begun circulating the $7 figure as a potential near-term target, not necessarily a permanent peg, but possibly as part of a short-term managed float window. While the CBI has not officially confirmed this number, it is telling that the groundwork for such a shift is being laid so publicly and so aggressively. One trader from a major Middle Eastern bank, speaking under condition of anonymity, said, "There's smoke and potentially fire here. The mechanisms we're seeing now are very similar to the lead-up to the Kuwaiti dinar's restoration after the Gulf War." It's worth noting that the CBI's previous stance had been largely cautious. They've consistently urged patience and have downplayed rumors of sudden spikes. But this shift in language, paired with internal policy memos, international coordination, and recent banking system digitization, suggests that the environment is no longer speculative, but possibly preparatory. Some industry watchers believe the CBI may be preparing for what's known as a shock and realign event, a sudden upward rate adjustment followed by a brief stabilization period where market forces absorb the shift before settling on a managed range. Another crucial factor is Iraq's ongoing negotiations with the United States Treasury and key IMF departments. Just last week, a closed-door session was held in Amman between CBI officials and U.S. financial representatives focusing on economic reform metrics and regional monetary integration. If those talks result in a supportive framework for Iraq to assert a higher currency rate with multilateral backing, the implications could be historic. However, a $7 dinar would not come without potential economic consequences. Local pricing adjustments, import and export restructuring, and fiscal policy recalibrations would be necessary to sustain a valuation at that level. The CBI would need to activate a series of countermeasures to avoid economic overheating, including interest rate modifications, liquidity tightening, and possibly capital flow regulations to prevent currency hoarding or black market spikes. Public reaction inside Iraq has been mixed but highly attentive. In the hours following the announcement, banking centers in Baghdad, Basra, and Erbil reported heightened foot traffic, particularly among citizens looking to withdraw physical dinar holdings or inquire about potential exchange timing. This kind of response is not uncommon in regions anticipating currency reform, and it puts additional pressure on the CBI to communicate clearly and manage public expectations. Global currency forums and forex speculation networks have also seen a massive uptick in activity. Traders are speculating not only on the dinar but on regional currencies that could be indirectly affected, such as the Jordanian dinar, Iranian rial, and even the Turkish lira. Some view the dinar's potential move as the opening salvo in a broader Middle Eastern monetary recalibration. Back in the U.S., banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America have remained tight-lipped. No official policy changes have been announced regarding dinar redemption or exchange window openings. However, internal bank memos and unconfirmed social media leaks suggest that at least some financial institutions are preparing contingencies in case of a sudden rate adjustment. Until official guidelines are issued, most U.S.-based currency holders are being urged to stay informed and cautious. Let's be absolutely clear. While today's CBI policy change is a substantial development and may indeed be paving the way for a stronger dinar, the $7 figure remains speculative. That said, it's speculation based on increasingly concrete actions, and the speed of these developments is what has many analysts sitting up and paying close attention. As with any major currency move, timing is everything. Whether the shift happens this week or later this month, the signs are pointing toward imminent movement. Also important to consider is Iraq's regional diplomatic posture. The country has been actively building stronger ties with Gulf nations, re-establishing trade corridors, and securing long-term oil contracts. These external relationships increase Iraq's economic leverage and provide additional support for a more assertive monetary policy. The central bank, backed by the Prime Minister's office, seems committed to sending a message. Iraq is no longer in recovery mode. It is now positioning itself as a serious financial player in the Middle East. For holders of the dinar watching from abroad, especially those who have invested for years waiting for this moment, this could be a turning point. But it's essential to separate hype from actionable insight. As always, the best strategy is to verify all information directly from financial institutions and official government channels. Don't fall prey to rumors or emotionally driven decisions. The markets will respond to confirmed data, and so should you. In closing, the news out of Iraq today is nothing short of a major inflection point. The central bank's new policy changes reflect a bold shift in economic posture, one that many have waited a long time to see. Whether it leads to a $7 exchange rate this week remains to be seen, but the direction is clear. The dinar is gaining strength, and the institutional groundwork is being set in motion. We will continue to monitor developments closely, and as always, we'll bring you the most accurate, timely information available. Please remember, while this report is grounded in real-time financial monitoring and sourced commentary from reputable industry professionals, certain aspects, particularly those related to future exchange rate predictions, are speculative in nature and subject to rapid change depending on geopolitical events, regulatory updates, and market conditions. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. Thank you for watching the Dinar Exchange Hub. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay ahead.